Brookside Consulting is a leading edge technology company that helps companies find the best solution for UCaaS or your phone system in the cloud, CCaaS, your contact center in the cloud, video, SD-WAN for your network, fiber internet connections, as well as just overall telecom consulting. We're an Austin-based company with a long history of aligning clients with the right providers and carriers. We have decades of experience with phone systems, video, contact centers, and the integration connectivity that make them all work. We design and implement the right cloud-based solution to meet your specific needs and budget. That includes, once again, unified communications, and that's all your voice and everything in the cloud, contact center, which can add social media and website integration and email, chat, SMS, and then of course, SD-WAN, which makes sure that your network is always operational and always running in a multi-vendor, multi-carrier environment. So we can be a single point of contact from solution design to demos, to contracts and implementation. We literally work with all the major companies, as you can see. These are just a handful of companies that we can work with. And I tell you, it makes sense for some people and it doesn't for others to work with some of these companies because not all these solutions are the same. We have a lot of customers from all over the map, from forehands to some of the school districts and private schools in Hayes County, engineering firms, logistics, all types of companies we'd help from golf courses with, internet, phones, and everything that makes it all come together. So when we start talking about our core competency, that's a defining advantage that distinguishes an enterprise from its competitors. Our core competency it starts with saving money. Together, we do initial bill review, determine the current monthly cost per user, and then we usually find enough savings to pay for the newer cloud-based technology. We help you find the right phone solution. Replacing a legacy phone system or your current hosted solution can be tricky. And so we want to make sure that we have all the right features and capabilities. And there's not a lot of integration issues with Microsoft Teams and Google, because I mean, that really can slow you down. We also take a look at your contact center, and omni-channel allows you to add email, web chat, SMS, social media, everything, and then add really significant technology that allows you to record everything using speech analytics and AI and screen capture to really know what's going on with every customer and employee interaction. And there's the right connectivity solution. So find the best deal for internet access based upon your installation address is what we do. And then we also, because we work with everybody, we generally work with SD-WAN to be able to make sure that everything's always operational. And if nothing else, you've got automatic failover to the latest 5G. So as I said, it starts with your current monthly cost per user. You take a look at your phone bills, your internet access, what you're paying for your legacy phone system, what you're paying your cloud provider. You look at what you're wasting money on IT resources to deal with the phone system. And there's a security that comes with that, as well as, any of the cloud-based apps you've got that maybe you're performing or not performing as you need them to. And then, of course, there's web chat so that people can come in through your website and be able to communicate with sales, tech support, whatever they need, right? So basically, you take your monthly cost per user and divide it by number of users to get your cost per user. And that's where we start. So why would you move voice, chat, and video to the cloud if you hadn't already? Well, there's minimal upfront cost because it pays for itself through savings when you compare that total cost per user I was just talking about. Reduce complexity and responsibility for IT by getting rid of all the old hardware and all the phone circuits and all that, just using an internet connection. Consolidating collaboration tools so everybody's not logging into 4 things to get their work done. Integration to key business apps will speed up your business too, with integrations, really native integrations to Microsoft Teams, Salesforce, and Google's G Suite. So we provide the best possible customer and agent experience with omni-channel, artificial intelligence, and all the analytics that comes with it. And you pay for what you need on a per user basis and always have the latest features and capabilities. It meets your business continuity and security goals with enterprise connectivity using fiber and SD-WAN. So Brookside truly finds the best path to the cloud for voice, chat, video, and connectivity. Yeah, and I mean, because really today, the average employee logs into 3 collaboration tools with all these multiple logins and passwords. We know there has to be a better way. So which providers are right for you? Well, Brookside Consulting, like I said, can be a single point of contact from solution design to demos to contracts to implementation. We get a lot of our information from people like Gartner, who has a magic quadrant, which gives you the good, the bad, and the ugly on the industry's top providers, both in phones, contact center, video, and even SD-WAN. All this is on our website at brooksideus.com. But like there are complete white papers on UCaaS, or the voice stuff shows you who the players are in this space. The same for the contact center. You can see that once again, it's almost a different set of players with the exception of 8x8. And then you've got the magic quadrant for meeting solutions, which would be considered video solutions, where Microsoft, Cisco, and Zoom pretty much dominate. And then you've got your WAN edge infrastructure, which is your SD-WAN or software defined wide area network. So anyway, that's how we can keep things up and running. But also take a look at who are the top providers in the UCaaS space. These are some of the ones that made it, based upon UC today. And here's some of the video providers, So video can be kind of tricky because when you start looking at it, a lot of people are using Zoom, and some people are using Microsoft Teams. As you can see, Microsoft Teams, you see how the dashboard is laid out there. It's very similar to a work app from 8x8. Well, which is called Work, like I said, with the exception of this ad is faxes and business SMS. And then, of course, you've got Google Meet, which a lot of people use as well. And then My Team Meetings from Mitel, which is also a very reliable solution. So we take a look at which one makes the most sense so that we have people logging into much less applications to be able to get their job done. We also integrate your business software. So whether it's Salesforce, HubSpot, Zendesk, Slack, or Zoho, we help make sure all these components all talk to each other. And then we help you, if you want to move to Microsoft Teams to do your phone system, we can help with that. Very simple. There's multiple options there, just so it allows your users to basically use Teams as the phone system. They'll make and receive calls right out of Teams with no change to the user experience. And then they've got one app for voice, chat, video, screen sharing, task management, and file sharing. How can that not be easier on the end user? So that everything's all in one interface. They can double click on a contact to call them. They get their SMS, business, everything right there in Teams, and it works out great. Omni-channel contact center lets the customer choose how they want to communicate. So whether they come in from the phone call, or through the phone, email, chat from the website, SMS, or social media, Omni-channel knows the identity across all media channels, right? So people can call in from WhatsApp, through YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever, and to be able to get a hold of somebody, and we can track it. Because basically on the way the industry is multimedia has been around for a while, where you have all these different paths that people can connect you to customer service or sales. So multimedia channels are available with no data syncing between the channels, leads to a disconnected customer experience, meaning you'd have to ask you over and over again, what's your customer number, a phone number, or whatever. So with omni-channel, well, it's all integrated. So all channels are available with data syncing between the channels, provide a seamless customer experience. So, I mean, when you start looking at the omni-channel contact center, you see the frustrated agent because, they're only be able to get phone calls. When you get an happy agent, they're able to take voice, email, chat, SMS, or even social media. So, I mean, that's going to make everybody happier. So omni-channel knows your identity across all media channels and allows you to pivot between voice, chat, SMS, and social media. Now, social media integration means that people are going to be able to come into, like I said, Facebook, What's Messenger, all those things. They're going to wind up coming in, and so that the agent can intelligently handle all customer requests, whether they come from email, chat, wherever, and know that they've got things coming in from social media. For example, for international people doing international business, you can use a WhatsApp app to be able to, or WhatsApp app to provide customer service and sales to people over an app that they're already using. So that's kind of slick. Come in from WhatsApp, you're able to process the transactions thanks to customers. When you start looking at the big picture, these are some of the major carriers providers in the contact center as a service. And so this kind of compares a few of them so that you see kind of some of them, what they have, and some things they partner with an outside partner, to be able to provide everything from customer journey analytics across to quality management, speech analytics, and AI. When we start looking at international voice, chat, and video, that's where, once again, WhatsApp for Business comes into play, where we got the ability to be able to have customers using the WhatsApp app be able to connect into the customer service or sales area. So a big part of having all this work is having always on connectivity to the cloud, which means internet. So internet connectivity has become no longer a luxury. It's essential for today's cloud-based solutions because they don't work if they're not connected. So what we do is we have several carriers that we work with, as well as aggregators. And aggregators are, basically they've got large volume contracts with all the carriers and do their own billing, provide US-based customer service. So what they can provide is called SD-WAN. So we can take multiple carriers, whether it be fiber, coax, or wireless, and connect them to a single SD-WAN box by VelaCloud, which is part of VMware. And then it automatically fails over between those to be able to make sure that your users always have access to the internet. So it works like this. If fiber is working great for the district or for your organization now, that's awesome. But when fiber goes down, what happens? Okay, well, what can happen is we can go to another carrier, or what we're seeing in a lot of places is we can go over to AT&T's 5G wireless. So automatically fails over to 5G. Nobody ever knows the difference. So we are able to provide the highest level of business continuity for the best possible customer and employee experience. So once again, this box plugs into multiple carriers, plugs into fiber, coax, and 5G. And like I said, SD-WAN means you never go down. So that's perfect. That works great because most people are really tired of unreliable internet connectivity. So once again, in this situation, the users never know there's an issue and the cloud apps work flawlessly. A lot of information is available at www.brooksidus.com. That's our website where we've got tabs for voice. There's all kinds of information from Gartner. Like I said, these white papers are all there. There's a Brookside blog on the website as well. When you start looking at video, there's information about video and contact centers. They each have their own tabs, Microsoft Teams and voice and how all that integrates. And then, of course, there's all the Gartner Magic Quadrants. They're all there for phones, contact center, video, and SD-WAN. GovEd, nonprofits, connectivity, and SD-WAN. These are all different things. And of course, there's a blog. And all these things are all part of the website. It really helps people learn what they need to learn about cloud communications, including UCaaS, CCaaS, and SD-WAN. We're Brookside Consulting, www.brooksidus.com.